there is a major development coming in from Kerala at this point. The verdict is in. The president of the Bar Association in Kerala, the court has upheld the court has upheld the decision to ban liquor. My colleague Sneha Mary Koshi joins me for more on this. Sneha, give us the latest of what's going on.
See, this has to be understood very clearly in terms of the 2014 policy, which was the new alcohol abkari policy of the state government. The policy as such has been upheld by the High Court. It has given a go-ahead to the policy, which remains that government stand remains intact. What has been made an amendment within that has been the state has been directed that 4 stars heritage should be given licenses. So out of the 312 bars which were ordered to be shut down, all the 4 stars and the heritage bars will be given their licenses. Rest all bars up to 4 star, that is 1 star, 2 star and 3 star, all these bars will remain shut. This is the first thing which we are getting clearly, we are understanding clearly from the judgment. Also, the challenge, there were around 80 petitions filed by the various bar associations challenging the government's move. All of that has failed. That's what the judgment says. The challenge to the policy has failed, but the policy has been upheld.
You're saying that the policy has been upheld. Now, there is some issue of licenses to certain institutions. Give us details about that.
See, in 2013, 418 bars were shut down for being substandard. They remain shut down as it is. In 2014, there was, under the new abkari policy, there was an order given to shut down 312 bars, which meant that all the bars in Kerala would be shut down. That is something which the High Court has not upheld and has said out of the 312 bars, the 4 stars and the heritage bars attached to the hotels should be given licenses. Rest, everything remains shut.
Right. You're saying the rest of it will all remain shut. Now, there's, of course, this has been a hugely political issue because at the end of the day, a substantial revenue source that this has been for the government.
Yes, almost 9,000 crores is earned by the Kerala government from this alcohol, from the sale and consumption of alcohol. Kerala is the highest per capita consumption of alcohol in the country, but state government took a stand, of course, led by VM Sudhir and KPCC, who channeled this entire thing, later on supported by CM Oommen Chandy, and they have made it categorical that the loss is not what they're aiming at. They want to send a strong message that liquor consumption has to be curtailed within the state. That is a strong message which, according to Mr. Sudhiran, says that it is a social evil and needs to be curtailed. This is what the message that they want to give through the new abkari policy.
Right. So, you're saying that they want to insist on the message that this is something they stand by, the prohibition of liquor is something that they stand by in spite of the revenue source that it has been. Now, is there a time frame set to this prohibition?
That is yet to be clear. We have to go to the entire judgment, but this is the preliminary points that we have been able to make out from the judgment, Maya.
So, you're not able to say whether this is going to be capped in any way in terms of a time frame or whether this is going to be an indefinite prohibition that we're talking about?
No, it is an indefinite prohibition in terms that there is not going to be any cap. But when will this get implemented is something that we have to see after the entire judgment. But once it is implemented, it remains shut down till the next policy of the state government.
Right. And just to recap, Sneha, the court has pronounced the judgment. This is the petitions were filed by bar owners. Has there been any reactions from them at the courthouse?
There is confusion, chaos right now because some of it has been allowed, some of them have not been allowed. So there is a little bit of confusion here among the bar owners. They are talking, of course, many of them are not happy. They were hoping that they would be allowed, their bars would be allowed because they had made the point that it's important for tourism, it's important for domestic as well as international tourism, for business model which has been established in Kerala. So they were pinning their hopes that the government's policy would be struck down. Many of them have been taken in by surprise. One of the leading bar owners of a 4-star, of course, relieved Mr. Krishna Das, was telling us that this is definitely a setback to the industry in Kerala.
Right. And Sneha, these were about 83 petitions, right, that were filed?
Yes, there were 80 petitions filed against the state government policy. They were basically challenges made by the various bar owners. And all of that remains cancelled, or as the judgment says, all of the challenges to the state policy has failed.
Right, and you're saying that these are the petitions that were heard. The High Court has given the order based on this. What are the establishments this will impact the most?
It's too preliminary right now to say that, because we have to see how this will unfold at the ground. But of course, there would be a lot of allied sectors. In Kerala, hotels as such are dominated by the sale and consumption of alcohol. So when we are saying that a hotel is being, a bar is being shut down in a hotel,
right,
a lot of allied sectors within the hotel in terms of housekeeping.
Right. Right, Sneha, stay with us on the phone line for a second. We have G. Sudhish Kumar, who is a hotelier and restaurateur in Kerala as well, the president of the Trivandrum District Kerala Bar Hotels Association. Mr. Sudhish Kumar, can you give us your immediate reactions to this High Court order?
It's a very unfavorable order, in the sense about 300 out of the 300 hotels, about 200 have to close down now.
So, are you going to appeal?
Yeah, definitely we are going to appeal.
What is the process from here on?
Here on, we go to the division bench. Division bench in the Kerala High Court. And if we get a favorable decision there, then the state government will go on an appeal to the Supreme Court. Ultimately, it will be the division bench in the Supreme Court that decides the matter.
Right, and can you also tell us how much of the revenue that you all have generated for your business, how much of a financial hit has this been for your businesses?
See, I can tell you for me personally, but as a group or in toto, I cannot say offhand. But I think this is going to affect tourism as well.
Right, you're saying that...
Sunday closure itself has affected tourism, especially this MICE tourism. None of the MICE means meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions.
Right.
They have totally, it's always held on the weekend. And even in a 5-star hotel now, Sunday it's dry. And they have totally left Kerala.
So, Mr. Kumar, also while giving this order upholding the liquor ban, now the Kerala High Court has also talked about how there will be licenses given for the sale of liquor to certain establishments. On what basis has this distinction been made?
A distinction has been made for 4 and 5 stars only. So that we think is a discrimination.
Sorry, you're saying the distinction has been made for 4 and 5 stars?
4 and 5 star. Yeah. That means people who have money, they can go have a drink in a 4-star or a 5-star hotel.
So, do you think that's discriminatory? Do you think that's discriminatory?
Yeah, definitely that's discriminatory.
So, what is the legal process from now on for you?
Yeah, that is for our legal experts to decide. We go to the best advocates and then we'll get their advice and then we'll follow it up that way.